What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Hopefully, you can hear me and see me. Sorry for the late log on. I'm still sweaty and nasty. I'm just coming from jujitsu practice because I have a tournament coming up in 2 weeks. So I've been practicing pretty strong, but the markets are open. We're gonna go ahead and share my screen. And we are here, and as of course, we are waiting for the first 15 minutes. So the market opened up at 9:30. As you can see, we are on the 9:35 candle. So it's currently 9:36 p.m. here in the Philippines, 9:36 a.m. New York time. The market just opened, and we are chugging away, man. We're doing well. Open this up, bring this down a little bit, make this a little bit bigger for you guys. Learning how to hopefully learn how to make this a little bit better for you, better experience for you guys. Watching, okay. All right, so I want to make sure. Okay, cool. All right, so if you guys are new to the channel, my name is Tommy Holt Jr. and I am a trader. I've been trading for about going on 2.5 hour internet. Is my internet down? Try using Wi-Fi. My phone just said I'm off the internet. Am I off the internet? No, I'm on. Anybody who's watching, you can let me know if I am on or not, if you can see me. But yeah, so my strategy is we're going to wait for the first 15 minutes. As you can see, as I zoom in here, I'll just go down to the 1 minute so you can kind of see. This is where 9:30 kicked off at right here. What 9:30 was here. Ooh, there we go. Right where that red line is, that was the 9:30 candle. We are currently sitting at 9:38. And my strategy is to wait for the first 15 minutes. So we will need to wait until the 9:44 candle completely closes. So in here, price is going to bounce back around, doing crazy stuff most of the time, somewhere in between here. This doesn't look like a lot, but from the top of this here down to the lowest point is 406 ticks. All right, that is a lot of movement. That is a lot of movement. Okay, so it's 101 points, 406 ticks. It's a lot of money that could be made there, and it did that very quickly. So we like a little bit of volatility, but we don't want it too crazy. So we try to let it chill out for the first 15 minutes. We'll box it off, and then we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see what we got here. You can see it. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for that. All right, so that's what we're doing. So we got this 15-minute candle. Let's go ahead and look at our higher time frames. Let me get rid of this red line because we're going to use a box anyway. There we go. Okay, so we're going to look at the higher time frame. Let's start off with the daily. Each one of these candles takes a full 24 hours. As you can see, since February 21st or February 20th, we've been in a bearish market. So we've been driving the price down. We've been selling off. Okay. And so there's no reason, I'm a scalper, so I can take trades whether or not it's bullish or bearish. This is a very, very strong time frame, but we can see right now over the last 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 5th day. We are now the lowest we've been so far, right? You see this here? Over the last 5 days, this was the lowest point. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 5th day. We are now below that close, and we are right at the lowest portion Actually, we just swept it a little bit, just a little bit. So this would be a point where we might want to start to see stuff push back up. We'll see. We don't know. On the daily just started. As far as the New York time frame is concerned. Let's break it down to the 4 hours. The 4-hour time frame. Wait for everything to pop up. Man, this is not good. I don't know why everything is so slow. I don't like that. My internet is slow today, which could be problematic. Wow, it still has not loaded. Okay, well, I guess I'm not getting all my indicators on the 4-hour, but you can see that we came down here. We made what's called a double top, this area right here. Take this magnet off. This area right here, we come straight across, and we've reached up into it, rejected, reached up to it again, rejected, reached up to it, closed close to it, but then right after that, rejected, touched again, rejected. And then on the bottom, we got this area right here where we've come down, rejected, come down here, and we've rejected, okay? So we're playing in between these two zones on the higher time frame, but because I'm a scalper, we're going to drop down and get down to like the 5 minute and the 1 minute, but I like to see overall, where is the overall trend heading? So we are still very much bearish here, although we did come down here to this previous day's low and did a major rejection here. This is from the time we touched this to where we're at right now is 309 ticks. So quite a big rejection off of the daily low, or the weekly low actually. Push back up. But we need to see whether or not this is just coming up to retest to push back down, or is it going to start to reverse and cut back up in here. So we do have this area right here where prices has a little bit of imbalance that could push up into it. We'll see. But right now we got 17 minutes left in this hour, and we got about 2 minutes left as of right now before our 15-minute range closes. So this is the 1 hour. I'm looking here on this 1 hour. I'm seeing right here. Seeing this trend here. Every time it comes to this area, it kind of pushes down. So we might see this push up into this area before pushing down. Who knows? We'll see. And on the bottom, I definitely am looking at this right here. So we have this area right here where we could not close below. All right. Could not close below. Came here. This is 4 a.m. on Wednesday. And we came down here, came to it, immediately rejected, pushed through, and we'll see where we close at on the hourly here. If we close below here on the hourly, then I might look for it to keep pushing back down. If we stay above here, I might look for it to push back up into this zone right here. All right, that's the hourly. 30 minutes. 30-minute, roughly. I'm not seeing anything too crazy. We did close below there on the 30-minute, which will put that right there. But I'm more concerned with the hourly. And let's see, we're almost at that 15 minutes. We have about 30 seconds until this 15-minute candle closes. If it goes bigger, if it goes a little bit bigger, then I'll stretch it out. But my hard stop is at 11:15. So let's see what we get. We got 15 seconds. 10 seconds until we get this 15-minute close. Now, once we get the 15-minute close, I don't start trading right then and there. I need to see a 5-minute candle close either above this range. So now this is locked in. This first 15-minute opening range has been locked in. I won't change that box anymore. Now I'm just looking for a 5-minute candle to close either above or below. Okay, above or below. If we close below, keep in mind this is the weekly low. So the lowest it came to, this was Tuesday. There was nothing that was lower than that at the start of the week. Okay. So this blue line is the weekly low. If we close below that weekly line, or if we close right at it, excuse me, I am going to be worried about whether or not worried about it, but I'm going to be looking for a pushback, because this is a very, very, very typically weekly, daily time frames. They have a strong reaction to them. So if we close below here, I'm going to be a little bit skeptical on taking a trade there, because, you know, naturally this might kind of wick down and then push back up with a strong rejection, just like this candle came there, touched right there and pushed back up. This one did the same thing, came down, pushed back up. I would expect for it to probably do the same thing, but we'll see. We'll see how strong. This is why I have my CDV. This is the cumulative delta volume. If volume is really pushing strong to the downside, that'll give me a better indication that maybe we do want to go bearish. But right now it's looking like it's pushing up and might push up and close. So my rule is I cannot take a trade anywhere within the 15-minute box. I am not good enough to do that. Some people are. I get kind of mixed up. So I need to wait for it to break. So whether or not it happens now or if it happens in another hour, if it happens another hour, we're just going to be sitting here looking at each other for that time frame. But that is the plan. It needs to close and close with some relative strength above this this box. Even if it does do that, according to my rules, right now my blue line is called VWAP. We are underneath VWAP. So really, this is really giving me mixed signals. And honestly, this might be a day I don't even trade, to be honest with you. Yeah, because really I have to, according to my rules, I can't take a trade unless this breaks down below here, because everything is telling me that it's going bearish. Only thing that's showing me bullishness is right now is the candles, but my VWAP, which is volume weighted average price over time, is bearish. It's pushing down. My 35 EMA, my 9 EMA has crossed below my 35 EMA, and that is bearish. That's pushing down. So yeah, I would not be taking a bullish trade right now. If I did, I'd be essentially counter trend trading, and I tend not to do well with that. So it is what it is. We might see. So I'm just checking back on the comments. I haven't learned how to use YouTube where I can see my chart and the comments at the same time. Maybe I need to open it up on my iPad. See, if things were different, if we were above VWAP, man, I'd be looking to go take longs for a buy based off of this candle. But we still haven't closed. We would need a 5-minute candle to close out of this box. These rules I've come up with are all rules that help me catch moves that are moving quickly. I like to be in and out of my trades in less than a minute. So, so as you can see, this kind of came up there. It looked like it was going strong, and then it pulled back. And this is what always takes my money, is moves like that. So I've implemented these rules where I don't trade unless price does certain things. But yeah, this is the joys of trading. See, a lot of times people show just the highlights of trading, and what happens is that the reality of it, you get used to watching the highlights. And I don't know about you guys, but for me, what happens is I got used to watching the highlights and thinking, oh, I'm just gonna, when I sit down, the market should be ready for me because I'm here, and now I'm using my time, so it needs to do what I needed for it to do right now while I'm sitting here. And the market doesn't work like that. You have to be patient, and there's some times where the market will just, like, this is just not my move. I'm not taking any longs here because of this, because VWAP is above it, right? Which I just won't. I would have to wait for VWAP. I would have to wait for a candle to close above this blue line for me to be interested in taking any longs. Longs or buys, so they're synonymous. Some people say longs, some people say buys, some people say to take a bullish position. So it's all the same thing. It's all the same thing. Yep. So this is closing above. Well, no, it's not. We still have quite a bit of time in this candle. So we have 3 minutes and 51 seconds before I can say this closes above. But even if it does close above, it would still need to close above this blue line. And who knows when that would happen. So we're just going to be waiting patiently. What I will do is sometimes I will practice trade to see if I broke my rules and did something, would it work out? Sometimes I find things that are working by doing that, but I would need for this to close. This is a 5-minute candle, so we still got 3 minutes and 16 seconds. Whew. Man, I am sore. About 2 hours of, no, about an hour and a half, to be honest. About an hour and a half of jiu-jitsu, getting ready for this tournament. My shoulder is still hurting. Jesus. It's how much I really want to trade, because if not, man, I'd be sleeping, take a shower, and knock out. Rip the skin off my toe. That's hurting. We're gonna lock in and focus. Let me see. Let me see if I can find something here on. Let me find myself. Maybe I can actually see some of the comments if I have on this on my iPad here. Bum, 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 bum. Let me search for myself. So I wish I could see the comments. I don't know how people can see their screen. See, look at that push down, man. This is why you wait until the candle closes. This is exactly why you wait. You wait. Here we go. Let me turn the volume down. So now at least I can see the chat. All right. So now I got a little bit of this. Got this going over here. Cool, cool, cool. All right. So we're still waiting, but this is prime example. So you remember how green this candle was just 2 minutes ago? We thought this thing was going to push up and go to the moon, and now look how red it is. Right? This is exactly why I have the rules in place. I'm not good enough to trade that choppiness back and forth. Some people are. They can spot it, make the money going up, get out, then make the money going down. I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. So I have rules. This candle. So first and foremost, we couldn't trade from here to, we couldn't trade any of this. This was the first candle that was eligible, but it didn't close above. Right now, it looks like this one might go up. Let's see. We got 31 seconds. Let's see if it closes above. Still won't be taking a trade because it looks like it's not going to close above VWAP, which is my blue line. But let's see. 20 seconds, as you can see right here. 15 seconds. Cool. 4, 3, 2, 1. So we did close above, not very convincingly. We have equal wicks. I consider this a doji. We have equal wicks going up. This shows me some indecisiveness. All right. So this is a little bit longer on the short side, but it's relatively equal. Okay. But we did not close above VWAP. VWAP is very, very. A lot of times you'll see some very sharp reaction. You can see it here. You see we got close to VWAP and then we pushed down. So a lot of times, all I'm really looking for is where are the reaction points, right? What has price shown me period over time where it likes to react? And if you look Every time we get close to this blue line, right? Every time, boom, we cross above it, but then it pushed back down aggressively. We came close to it, push back down. Came close to the blue line, push back down. You see that? So what we're doing, what our job is as traders, is to be patient in the market and look for the signs, right? We need to see the signs of, okay, is it going to react in the way that I needed for it to react? And because I'm a momentum trader that likes to trade breakouts, because I don't like to be in the market for a whole bunch of time, this setup for me is not really working because number one, we would need to be able to close down here below this opening range breakout. We would need a 5-minute candle to close. Now that can happen. I mean, anything could happen. This thing could push all the way down here right now in 2 seconds and close, and and stay down there. But where it's at right now, it looks like it's going to play around up here, maybe go up a little bit higher, maybe all the way up to this white line, which is the hourly resistance or hourly trend line, and before it might pop down. Who knows? So this might be a day where I don't get to trade, okay? Just because I want to trade my plan. Some people say, oh, that's so silly, man. Well, that's on you. That's your opinion. I'm doing this because I need accountability for myself, because in the past I would get funded accounts and then I would be in a hurry to make money and I would blow the account. So I'm going to trade my plan. I'm telling you my plan, so that way I can be held accountable. I feel like you guys are looking at me. This sucks though, because who knows? It looks like you might be sitting here. I might be sitting here and not trading. 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Let's take a look at the 1 minute. What I'm looking for, if I was looking for longs, is I would look for a 1 minute break above. So you can see we came down here. Let me just switch to the line. You can see it clearly. We came down here, tested it, and now we're breaking above. If we didn't have this VWAP right here, that line there, this would be something where I'd be looking for a possible break, right? It closed above. If VWAP wasn't there, I'd be looking for an entry above here. This is not me taking a move. I'm not taking this move, okay? Sometimes I like to see if I would I have made it. So right now, let's say if I was in this trade, if I get 100 ticks, this would have been $500. We're almost there. I would have at least made 200 because I have a rule that once it goes above 40, I got to put my stop loss to the 40. So I would have made $200 if I would have took that trade there on that breakout. And these are the things that get me. And then see, look at that. Look how it's pulling back down now. These are the things that get me. Not taking profit when I should. Am I choppy? Am I really choppy? Is the video quality bad? Can anybody tell me in the chat? Because I'm looking at it on my screen here and it looks very choppy. So yeah, this is where I've gotten eaten up at before. Wow, this thing is super delayed. Really looks like I'm choppy on my end. So see, if I wouldn't have taken profit, you see how it came right to that blue line and then it pushed back down. Almost stopped out there. Okay, thank you. Carla says I'm good. Cool. And look at that. Man, look at that. And this is exactly why I have that rule. I mean, I didn't take a trade, but now you guys are starting to see. Now you're seeing this is just this is just my experience, I would say. All right. My goal is to get 100 ticks with one contract. That's $500 a day. Okay. I didn't get there. It is a bit choppy. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what's going on. My internet I got full bars, but it's just, Wow, it's getting really bad. I hope it doesn't do that when I go into a trade. But as you can see, it went up about 67 ticks, and then it reversed on me. So this is why I have the rule that if it goes up 40 ticks or more, I got to put my stop loss at 40 ticks. And then if it keeps going, great. If it comes back, then at least I secured 40 ticks. For me is $200. Okay. Because I would have myself in the money, and then stuff like this would happen where it would reverse on me and then take a dive and stop me out. And this would have been a loss for $500. Okay. So this is why I have those rules. But again, I wouldn't be trading this because its price had still closed below VWAP on the 5-minute. Oh, wow. This is really bad. This is really choppy. Really choppy. Look at that rejection off of VWAP, man. Look at that rejection there. Came up, touched that blue line. Touched VWAP. It also touched our EMA, a 35 EMA, and then rejected. Hard rejection down. That's 191, almost 200 tick rejection. Now we're closing back within. Looks like we're back inside of our opening range. Here's what I will tell you this stuff when it trades, and you can just go back and just check this for yourself. Just scroll back in time. You could do it. Go to the 15-minute, make a box for the first 15 minutes from 9:30 to 9. It'll be 9:30. You'll see at the bottom here it says 9:40, right down here at the bottom. So box the high of from 9:30 to 9:40, the high and low of that, box that out and draw it out into time. And you'll see that if price trades within here, it normally is very choppy. It'll stay within here, and then eventually it'll pick a side, and when it picks a side, it takes off. The key is to wait and be patient for when it picks a side. A lot of times, like in the past, I would try to trade the chop, and I would just, sometimes I'm good, and sometimes I'd make money, and then most of the times I would lose it all, right? So I can't do it. As good as it looks, I just can't. I have to wait for it to close above or below, outside of my box. Oof. Man, getting old and doing jiu-jitsu is not cool. Everything is stiffening up. I need like an ice pack or something. Let me get an ice pack. Don't laugh at my short shorts. Oh. Yeah. Trading and trying to recover. Whew. All right. Again, look what we're doing. We're just kind of playing back and forth. I mean, look at this. This type of price action is what makes people blow accounts. Right? So there's some really good traders out there, excellent traders out there, people that I admire and that can trade this chop, that have the experience to do it. But I don't, not yet. Now, this next 5-minute candle, if we close above VWAP, we're getting close to it. We close above VWAP, I can now potentially look for a long position for it to go up. But also go back and check it. Every time VWAP and my EMA is kind of close to each other, that also tends to push things around. Let me put this back on. Let me put my... Man, everything is lagging today. Yeah. Man, today might just be a day where I don't trade. Who knows? Who knows? We'll see. Yesterday was cool because I think I was done within, or at least I had already made money within like 20 minutes, 25 minutes or so. Today it's making me work. And by work, it means exercise patience. Oh, you know what? I didn't check. Let me check. Did I check news? Nope, I did not check. Let me check to make sure that we don't have any news. Do we have news today? Everything is taking forever to load. I hate when this happens. Nope, we don't have any news. At least no red folder news that is pertaining to the US or US markets. No red folder news. This is all Canadian news and it already happened at 8:30. So, that previous screen was my actual brokerage screen. That's my Tradeovate screen. This is the screen I like to chart on and see price, but um, I'm going to eventually have to really start to buckle down and learn how to trade on that previous screen. Not learn how to do it. I know how to do it. I'm more accustomed to doing it here. So what we got to do is we need to break above 760, break and close above 760. That's going to be roughly around where VWAP is at. Um, and if we can do that, 760 is right about here, around this mark right here. As you can see, there's this indentation here where there's not a lot of orders, okay? Or I'm sorry, there wasn't a lot of orders beforehand. So this could break, and if it does break, it'll probably break fast. But I need a 5-minute close above this blue line, okay? I need a 5-minute close above this blue line. Let's see.